Let's see. Dad, we've been missing out on quite some videos, bro. Simping and the manosphere. Ah, bro, let's get into that one. Whoa. He put something on Pearl? Hold up. What you gotta say against Pearl, bro? I thought y'all was cool. Bro, what you gotta say? Oh, shoot, I'm messing up. No. What the hell is this? Also, a plagiarist. Wait, just Pearly Things. Also a plagiarist. Read description first. Let's. What is this?
Why is it?
Hold on. He said read description first, right? Okay. I can't see because my camera's in the way. Pearl needs to say this was a question by Itscomplicated. Every time she asks it, because her content is mainly propagated. I said it right, yeah, propagated with clips by putting a reference at the end of her 4-hour live stream versus the clip. It deceives the audience who mainly watches the clips into thinking she's the one coming up with the questions, which is not the case. Okay, I understand that. A link to my channel was requested in the video description, including short form content, TikTok, Instagram, etc., but was denied. Sharing general talking points is not the same thing as copying questions word for word. Hey, you know what? I feel it's complicated on that, because Rollo Tomasi's been getting on Pearl's ass a lot. Because I'm gonna be honest, I like Pearl, but she does do that a lot. And I gotta be unbiased here, but she does just regurgitate everything that people say. But she doesn't shout out who she got it from. I noticed that. Like, a lot of things she'll say she probably got it from Andrew Tate, Rollo Tomasi, fucking Fresh and Fit, or Itscomplicated. Never shouts them out. That's true. Shout out Itscomplicated, man. This dude does great work, does great questions and everything. I'm not gonna watch this, but let's go back to the video that we had. I'm gonna watch it after. Shout out Itscomplicated, bro.
Have you ever heard of the manosphere?
I don't know what the manosphere is.
Have you ever heard of Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
It's an alternate view on relationships, kind of favoring the man's role in society right now and lawfully.
The manosphere is defined as a collection of websites, blogs, and online forums promoting masculinity, misogyny, and opposition to feminism.
Misogyny? Promoting misogyny?
Yeah.
Now that's obviously not.
Okay, well that's what the Wikipedia says.
Yeah.
It's a little biased,
Yeah,
probably.
okay.
It is.
Wikipedia. What do you think of all the different manosphere channels and the similarities and differences between their messages?
So far in the manosphere, I may have maybe like 3 different channels that I know of.
Okay.
One is Fresh and Fit. One was Kevin Samuels, and another one, it's a bald-headed white guy. He has like a salt and peppery beard. So they talk about different things. Kevin Samuels was very provocative. It seemed like he was a shock jock.
Oh, you talking about Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate's black, bro. Okay, man.
He wanted to get the conversation started. It seemed like he didn't believe some of the stuff he would say. He would just say it to be provocative, to get men and women talking about it, because it's important to have these conversations.
I think that some people are intentionally antagonistic in that space in order to promote a message and promote themselves, and that's understandable.
And who he's talking about right now is Fresh and Fit. You can completely have a podcast, but you know what? That's what gets clicks. That what gets views. So it's understandable. You can completely have a podcast where you're not gaslighting or like causing uproar from people. And I'm pretty sure Fresh and Fit knows this. Myron, I'm pretty sure he knows this. But he knows, he's a smart guy. He knows what gets him views. And that's like arguing, saying like outlandish shit, causing uproar, having girls fighting and shit on this podcast. That gets attention. Everybody focus on the negative and the most extreme, bro. Nobody focus on the positive. So if you have a podcast where you're talking just like this, like, men are only as faithful as their options. You just got to get over with it. Not that many people are going to tune into it, bro, if you're talking like soft or anything like that. But if you're coming hard and you're putting the javelin down on the damn girl, then yeah, a lot of people are going to watch it, bro. It's going to get clicks and views, but it's just the game, man.
I wouldn't find it that interesting for that aspect of it.
The manosphere, when it comes to Fresh and Fit, those guys have some point of views that are legit. Also, some of the point of views, they're not really so legit to me. Like one of the guys said, you should, be with at least 50 women before you settle down. That seems a bit excessive, so that's not really, something
that is excessive, and something that Myron, I know he read this fucking study. I do want to call him out on that. It's a study that says that both men and women, because it says something about both of them, when they're very promiscuous, it will be very detrimental towards their marriage in the future when they decide to settle down. It just doesn't only apply to women. And I noticed that on Myron's his podcast, he's been saying that it only applies to women while bringing up the man side as well. It applies to guys too. Like, the more promiscuous you are, the more partners you have, it will be very detrimental to your relationship when you finally decide to settle down. It works on both sides. So I would advocate for guys and women, bro, like, don't be out here fucking around, man. Because it may seem cool and everything like that, but then you're just trying to fucking please other people and just trying to seem cool, bro. You ain't gotta fuck everything that fucking walks, or anybody that hits you up in your DMs, bro. It doesn't make you cool, man.
I vibe with. But just with anything, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, and you agree with people when they're right, and also when they're wrong, you kind of separate. So we have to be, I think that we're an intelligent society, and we can listen to different people, different personalities, and pick what's good from the bad and separate it,
Well, that's the thing. I think that people that are criticizing it are going to be painting it with a very broad brush.
I feel like the majority of what he says is good for men, and I feel like men should listen to what he's saying.
Obviously, he's been arrested in Romania.
Look, I support Andrew Tate 100%. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's Andrew Tate's fault. I think it is a lot of guys on how the way they interpret the message that he's putting out there. So, like, a lot of guys, they will watch red pill content, and they will be in the red pill rage state, where it's like they're lashing out against everybody, women, family members, friends, and etc. But a lot of guys, I think a lot of guys need to be very mature and very smart, and to understand exactly what the guy's message is before you even act on or say anything. Because a lot of guys will take in the red pill and they be like, okay, this means that this is an invitation for us to shit on women. And it's not, bro. It's not. I'm trying to clean up the fucking act, bro. Because, yeah, there's a lot of guys out there that's probably saying, like, fuck all women and stuff like that. I'm not the guy that's promoting that. I love the red pill content, and I'm not out here saying, like, fuck all women, bro. Women are needed in this world. They really are. They're very important. They have the most important job in the fucking world, and that is raising kids and being a mother. There's nothing more important than that, because that's life. They're giving life, and they're supporting life and helping it flourish to grow in a very positive way. That's very important, to raise and handle new generations that's coming into this world. That's very important, man. That's a message that a lot of some red pill creators are putting out there, but that's a message that Andrew Tate is putting out there. The guy's not misogynistic. He don't hate women. I don't hate women. You just gotta put your feelings aside and really, like, think logically about what they're talking about, man.
Some, serious charges, right? But you could take individual things that he says, and 80-85% of the people that you might ask might agree with those things. They might not agree with whatever he might have done to get charged with criminal charges, but that doesn't mean that you should throw out necessarily the whole message.
Which is more important, their message or their lifestyle?
The message.
Oh, the message.
It's always the message.
The more important thing socially is the message, but the thing that might sell it is the lifestyle.
I don't know, because I believe, Pearly Things, you've heard of them? Pearly Things, her channel, she doesn't practice anything she preaches.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah.
She always says that men don't want a career-oriented woman or a person that talks strong and, a masculine, career-oriented and all that. I don't know. She just I don't know. she tells other women how to be when she's being the opposite of what she's telling them to be.
Do you watch their content more for the...
That's kind of valid. That's kind of valid. I don't know. His point is kind of valid because if you guys seen the recent live stream that she did with Justin Waller and Sneeko, Justin Waller asked her a question that if she found a guy that she really likes, is she willing to get rid of her podcast and everything that she built? She hesitated to answer that question. So I agree with him to a certain extent. She's not practicing what she's preached. I agree with him. Now I could be wrong about it. I really could be wrong because I don't really watch or focus like just Pearly Things content like that, bro. But I noticed that she did hesitate to answer that question when Justin Waller asked her that.
The educational value or for the entertainment value?
Yeah, for the education.
I like the educational value of it, and then sometimes it's very entertaining. Just like your channel, man. I love your channel. You be lighting their asses up.
How much of what is being said is new information?
Why 60%?
Yeah, 60%.
None of it.
Yeah, I was about to say none of it. None of it's not new, bro. All this shit is like old news, bro. It may be new to other people because a lot of people are growing up and being like pussified and everything like that. So it's like when they finally hear the masculine message, it awakens that, you know, the masculinity and then you know what, I need to wake up. Like telling guys that they can't be like women in life, being lazy and thinking that, you know, everything's just gonna go your way if you don't fucking do anything. No, you gotta go out there and create something. You gotta be something in life to get somewhere, bro. You can't be a fat fuck sitting on your ass playing video games and not doing anything and think that one day I'm going to get a model who is a 10 out of 10. That's not going to happen, bro. That's not going to happen. A lot of guys need to wake up to that shit.
There's nothing new under the sun, as they say. So, but there's a lot of it that is new to a lot of people, a lot of young men, for instance.
Younger people, it's new information. Older people, it's been here, but the way it's being presented is new.
You know, like we've been taught, kind of raised that girls with sugar spice everything nice, guys with snakes, snails, and puppy dog tails. But it turns out that a lot of these women are not sugar and spice, you know, and a lot of men have found that out, you know, the hard way and had a rude awakening with some really unscrupulous women.
Men have a platform now, as before when it was just Oprah and Sally, Jesse Raphael, and Ricky Lake. That's all we had to really go by. But now men are picking up the microphone, men are doing their thing, men are giving their perspective on things, and it kind of gives a counterbalance, and that's what we need.
And I think that it's also very sobering for women too, for them to actually consider what the future holds based off of their behavior and like their choices.
If this is not new information, why has nothing improved?
Because the message not getting out.
Not just women, but everybody.
No. The message is getting out. It's just so here's the thing with women. The message is getting out there, but the thing with women is that they lead with their emotions. So it's like if they were to watch Red Pill content, if they don't like how the way the message is coming across, if it makes them feel a certain type of way, any information, it could be like a 100, like a W message, bro, but any information that's in there that's very good, it's gonna go out the window if it makes the girl feel bad in any type of way. And that's something that I'm not gonna lie, it's very complicated with how the way the Red Pill is like putting their messages out there. Because put it this way, you have to be very controversial in order for a message that you're trying to put out there in the world to come across a lot of people. And I kind of said this earlier, if you're just out here talking very calmly or trying to put everything in a nice way, a lot of people are not going to take your message serious, bro. It's not gonna resonate with a lot of people. So it's like the Red Pill is good, and how the way it's coming out like rough and aggressive, guys are able to take that shit. They don't give a fuck about that shit being rough or aggressive or very belligerent. They take it, they understand the message, be like, you know what, I rocks with it. But for girls, it's like, but I think that's the reason why women that are in the Red Pill space are very important, because I think I would expect them to lower the blow that guys are trying to deliver to everybody out there. But I know, there's word out there that a lot of women that are in the red pill space are like grifters and stuff like that. I'm not gonna like jump into that right now, but I think the women in the red pill space are very important. I think that they need some recognition, because I know that a lot of times they do get, they do kind of get shunned by the other red pill content creators. They get shitted on and everything, but it's like, you know what? You should appreciate them, because they are providing, they are doing good for the red pill, man. It's just as long as they are softening that blow for women out there.
Everybody's on their square. The men are over here, the women over here. Everybody's separated. Even when you go out, man, in clubs, everybody's separated. It's just how can you improve from that? Everybody's more engaged to their phones.
Before you can have social change, you have to have awareness, right? And I'm going to go to the opposite, which is the women's suffrage movement, let's say. Well before women got the right to vote, there had to be decades literally, of awareness of those issues before there was any meaningful social change. And I think that I think that may be the case here. And maybe it's not decades, but any social movement starts with awareness.
But just because you have information doesn't mean that things are going to improve. There are so many people that know how to be fit. They know they should, eat a little less food. They should eat nutritious food. They should go to the gym. They should try to get sleep. But how many people are doing that? A lot of people know how to take care of their relationships, but who's actually doing it? A lot of people know what to do, but actually doing it, or being aware of what to do and actually doing it, are two different things. So I don't think it just applies to this topic.
Why do these channels spend so much time on self-improvement and men grooming themselves to please toxic women that just want to use them and bring nothing to the table?
It's because it starts off with a man, bro. Like, I agree when Justin Waller says that the reason why things are how the way they are is because soft men. I agree with that. If a lot of men were actually out here benefiting, like, increasing, like, hold on, I'm a little tipsy, bro. I'm a little drunk, right? So my words ain't really all there. But if guys were really out here bettering themselves in career, physical fitness, mental state, and everything like that, bro, they would, trust me, like, bro, I'll be honest with you, I talked to a girl before where it's like, a lot of the red pill content creators would say like, oh yeah, she's problematic, she's a red flag. But the moment I got to her, I didn't have to yell, I didn't have to raise my voice, I didn't have to do anything. She was, bro, the girl was very submissive. Very, 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 very fucking submissive, bro. But that's besides the point. But if a lot of guys were out there doing what they needed to do, provide some type of value out there to the world, a lot of problems we wouldn't have. Like, women wouldn't feel like they need to step up. And this also includes like guys that are, you have sex with these girls, knock them up, and you leave your fucking kid. That includes you fucking bitches out there too. Like, bro, if you have a fucking kid with a girl, nigga, you are a terrible person. You're actually adding on to like the whole problem that's going on nowadays. Bro, raise your fucking kid with the girl, bro. Any differences that you guys have, put that shit aside. Stop arguing back and forth with a woman. Set boundaries in your relationships. Do that shit from the get-go. Let her know what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. Alright? I promise you do that. You stay. Frame is everything to a guy. Frame is everything, especially to women, because women are always watching. Whatever you say, whatever you do, they're always watching. So frame, staying in frame 100% of the time is very important, bro. I'm gonna have to end the video here because my camera is dying. It sucks that I couldn't continue the Itscomplicated video, but hey, this is me coming back to my channel. I'm gonna be streaming on Rumble exclusively. I'm gonna post content on YouTube and Rumble. Like I said, my Rumble account is linked down in the description down below. Mess with your boy. This is red pill content, but it's unbiased red pill content.